The world of political commentary and media thrives on debates, often boiling down to heated exchanges and passionate disagreements. It's not every day, however, that these clashes escalate to a point where physical ejection becomes necessary. Yet, such was the case when renowned political journalist Isabel Oakeshott found herself at the center of a chaotic storm during a live broadcast. What started as a standard panel discussion spiraled into an unforgettable and highly controversial moment. The fallout of this event sent shockwaves across the media landscape, sparking debates not only about the subject matter at hand, but also the professionalism and boundaries of public discourse. To understand how the scene unfolded, we must delve into the context of the confrontation. Isabel Oakeshott, known for her bold views and no-holds-barred approach, is no stranger to controversy. Her reputation as a staunchly opinionated figure, coupled with a history of digging into politically charged topics, has earned her both acclaim and criticism. When she joined the panel for a live televised debate, expectations were already high for a lively exchange. However, few could have predicted the degree of intensity the discussion would reach. The panel's topic was one of significant national and global interest, an issue rife with polarized opinions and emotionally charged perspectives. From the very outset, the tone was sharp, with panelists firing back-and-forth arguments that reflected the deep divides in their stances. Isabel, as always, held her ground, articulating her viewpoints with characteristic conviction. Her command over facts and ability to navigate complex arguments gave her an edge that often placed her as a formidable voice in such discussions. Yet, in this particular instance, her assertiveness seemed to strike a nerve with a fellow panelist, whose demeanor shifted from composed to confrontational in a matter of moments. The debate quickly escalated into a verbal sparring match, with both sides refusing to yield. What had been an exchange of ideas transformed into an emotional and personal clash, with accusations and interruptions flying thick and fast. The tension in the room was palpable, and it was clear to the audience that this was no ordinary debate. As the cameras rolled, viewers watched in shock and fascination as the disagreement turned chaotic. The host attempted to restore order, interjecting with pleas for decorum, but the escalating animosity between Isabel and her counterpart proved difficult to contain. In the heat of the moment, voices were raised, tempers flared, and the line between professional discourse and personal confrontation blurred. The breaking point came when a particularly inflammatory comment was made, one that appeared to push Isabel over the edge. Her response, though sharp and undeniably cutting, was met with an immediate backlash from the other panelist, who seemed equally unwilling to back down. What happened next was a moment of unprecedented drama. As tensions boiled over, the situation became untenable, and the decision was made by the production team to intervene. Isabel, to the astonishment of viewers, was asked to leave the set. The live feed captured every moment of her reaction, her disbelief, her refusal to go quietly, and the ensuing argument with the staff tasked with escorting her out. It was a scene that no one watching could have anticipated. Isabel's departure was not without resistance. She continued to assert her right to remain and defend her position, a move that only added to the spectacle unfolding on screen. The incident raised immediate questions about the responsibilities of media professionals in managing high-stakes debates. Critics of the decision to eject Isabel argued that her removal was an overreach and that her presence on the panel was vital to ensuring a balanced discussion. Others, however, supported the move, suggesting that her combative style had crossed a line and disrupted the integrity of the program. The debate spilled over into social media, where hashtags related to the incident began trending within minutes. Users shared their opinions, dissecting every aspect of the exchange and choosing sides in what became a broader cultural conversation about free speech, media ethics, and the role of public figures in contentious debates. For Isabel Oakeshott, the aftermath was equally dramatic. While some viewed her as a victim of censorship and applauded her courage in standing firm, others criticized her for fueling the conflict and failing to maintain professionalism. The polarizing reactions highlighted the divisive nature of her public persona, someone who simultaneously inspires admiration and criticism. In interviews following the incident, Isabel defended her actions, stating that she had merely stood up for her principles in the face of what she described as unfair attacks. Her detractors, meanwhile, saw the episode as a reflection of her inability to engage constructively in settings requiring measured dialogue. The event also prompted discussions within the media industry about the limits of live television. How do producers balance the need for lively debate with the risks of such exchanges devolving into chaos? The ejection of a high-profile figure like Isabel Oakeshott was unprecedented in many respects and served as a case study in the challenges of moderating polarizing discussions. Critics of the program questioned whether the host and production team had adequately managed the escalating tensions or if they had allowed the situation to spiral out of control for the sake of ratings. Isabel's ejection also reignited debates about gender dynamics in the media. Supporters pointed out that female commentators often face disproportionate scrutiny and hostility in high-pressure debates, raising questions about whether a male panelist in her position would have faced the same consequences. This aspect of the controversy added another layer of complexity to the already multifaceted fallout, ensuring that the incident remained a topic of discussion long after the cameras stopped rolling. Ultimately, the episode was a reminder of the unpredictable nature of live television and the fine line between spirited debate and outright confrontation. For Isabel Oakeshott, it was a defining moment that cemented her reputation as a fearless, albeit divisive, figure in the world of political journalism. Whether viewed as a hero of free speech or a provocateur unwilling to compromise, her ejection from the panel will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the most dramatic moments in recent broadcasting history. The incident underscored the enduring relevance of debates about media ethics, the responsibilities of public figures, and the challenges of navigating an increasingly polarized world. In the days and weeks that followed, the fallout from the confrontation continued to reverberate. Isabel's supporters rallied around her, amplifying her perspective and framing the incident as evidence of a broader problem within the media. Her critics, meanwhile, used the episode as a cautionary tale about the dangers of allowing personal animosities to overshadow substantive discussions. As the dust settled, one thing became clear. The incident was not merely a fleeting moment of television drama, but a reflection of the deep divides that characterize contemporary discourse. It served as a stark reminder of the power and pitfalls of live media, leaving viewers and industry insiders alike to ponder its implications for the future of public debate. The dramatic ejection of Isabel Oakeshott from a live broadcast has ignited a firestorm of discussion across social, political, and media circles. This incident was not just a spectacle, it became a symbol of the challenges and complexities of modern media debates. The live event, marked by an intense clash of egos, ideologies, and emotions, unfolded in real time, leaving viewers stunned and commentators scrambling to dissect its implications. To fully grasp the magnitude of what transpired, it's essential to examine not just the moment itself, but the broader context that led to it, the key players involved, and the ongoing fallout. Isabel Oakeshott, a seasoned journalist and commentator, has long been a polarizing figure. Known for her unapologetic approach and willingness to tackle contentious issues head-on, she has carved out a niche for herself as a bold voice in British political journalism. Her reputation for investigative work, particularly in revealing high-profile stories, has brought her both acclaim and criticism. But it is her frequent appearances as a panelist on political debates that have cemented her position as a media firebrand. Isabel thrives on the exchange of ideas, often relishing the opportunity to challenge prevailing narratives and confront opposing viewpoints. Her detractors, however, argue that her style can border on abrasive, making her a lightning rod for controversy. The panel discussion in question was set up to debate a particularly contentious topic, one that had already stirred heated emotions among the public. The production team likely anticipated a lively discussion, given the polarizing nature of the issue and the strong personalities involved. The lineup of panelists included figures from across the political spectrum, each bringing their own perspectives and agendas to the table. From the outset, the discussion was tense, with each participant eager to assert their viewpoint and counter opposing arguments. Isabel, true to form, was quick to make her presence felt, offering sharp critiques and uncompromising opinions. What began as a spirited exchange soon took a turn for the worse. The dynamic between Isabel and one of the other panelists, a prominent figure with contrasting views, became increasingly adversarial. Both individuals were clearly passionate about their positions, but their refusal to find common ground escalated the tension. The host's attempts to mediate were largely ineffective, as the clash between Isabel and her counterpart overshadowed the broader discussion. The energy in the room shifted from heated debate to outright confrontation, with interruptions and personal barbs becoming more frequent. As the situation deteriorated, the pressure on the production team mounted. Live broadcasts are inherently unpredictable, and managing a panel of strong-willed individuals is no easy task. The decision to eject Isabel from the panel was likely not made lightly. It represented a last-ditch effort to restore order and salvage the program. Yet, this decision only added fuel to the fire. Isabel's reaction, captured on live television, was a mix of incredulity and defiance. She questioned the fairness of her removal and accused the production team of silencing her voice. The optics of the situation were striking, with Isabel standing her ground even as staff tried to escort her off the set. The fallout from the incident was immediate and far-reaching. Social media platforms lit up with reactions as viewers weighed in on the drama. Hashtags related to the event trended within hours, with users sharing clips, memes, and opinions. The reactions were predictably polarized, reflecting the divided nature of public opinion on Isabel herself. Supporters lauded her for standing firm and refusing to be silenced, framing her as a champion of free speech. Critics, on the other hand, accused her of being disruptive and unprofessional, arguing that her behavior undermined the integrity of the debate. The incident also sparked broader discussions about the nature of live television and the responsibilities of media professionals. For some, the ejection of Isabel was a cautionary tale about the dangers of allowing personal conflicts to dominate public discourse. For others, it was a reminder of the importance of managing high-stakes debates in a way that respects diverse perspectives without descending into chaos. The role of the host and production team came under scrutiny, with questions raised about whether they had done enough to prevent the situation from escalating. In the days following the incident, Isabel Oakeshott became a central figure in the ongoing conversation. Her media appearances and interviews offered her side of the story, allowing her to frame the narrative in a way that resonated with her supporters. She described the ejection as an attempt to silence her for expressing views that were unpopular with certain segments of the audience and the panel. This framing positioned her as a victim of censorship, a narrative that aligned with broader concerns about free speech in the media. However, not everyone was convinced by this narrative. Critics pointed out that Isabel's combative style had contributed to the escalation and argued that her refusal to engage constructively had left the production team with little choice. They viewed her removal as a necessary step to restore order and ensure that the discussion could continue. This perspective highlighted the challenges faced by media organizations in balancing the need for robust debate with the responsibility to maintain a respectful and professional atmosphere. The incident also raised questions about gender dynamics in media debates. Female commentators often face unique challenges, including heightened scrutiny and a greater likelihood of being labeled as disruptive or emotional. For some observers, Isabel's ejection was a reflection of these dynamics, with her behavior judged more harshly than it might have been for a male panelist. This aspect of the controversy added another layer of complexity, as commentators debated the role of gender in shaping public perceptions of the incident. From a broader perspective, the episode served as a microcosm of the polarized nature of contemporary discourse. The intense reactions it provoked underscored the deep divisions that characterize public opinion on many issues. In a media landscape where strong opinions and dramatic confrontations often drive engagement, the line between constructive debate and sensationalism can become blurred. Isabel's ejection highlighted the risks and rewards of this dynamic, offering valuable lessons for media professionals and audiences alike. For Isabel Oakeshott, the incident was both a setback and an opportunity. While her ejection was a public humiliation, it also reinforced her brand as a fearless and outspoken commentator. Her willingness to stand up for her beliefs, even in the face of significant opposition, resonated with her supporters and solidified her reputation as a polarizing figure. The controversy also brought renewed attention to her work, ensuring that her voice would continue to be a significant presence in political journalism. In the weeks and months following the incident, the conversation evolved beyond the specifics of what had transpired. It became a case study in the challenges of modern media, prompting discussions about everything from the ethics of live television to the importance of fostering respectful dialogue. The lessons learned from this episode are likely to influence how media organizations approach future debates, with an emphasis on balancing the need for engaging content with the responsibility to uphold professional standards. Ultimately, the ejection of Isabel Oakeshott from a live broadcast was more than just a dramatic moment of television. It was a reflection of the broader tensions and challenges facing the media today. It highlighted the complexities of navigating contentious debates in a polarized world, offering insights into the dynamics of public discourse and the responsibilities of those who shape it. For viewers, commentators, and media professionals alike, it was a moment that will not be easily forgotten, serving as a powerful reminder of the enduring relevance and impact of political journalism.